I can see it in your eyes that you are restless. The time has come for you to leave. It's so hard to let you go, but in this life I know you have to be who you were made to be. As you step out on the road, I'll say a prayer, so that in my heart you always will be there. This is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again. The stirring in your soul has left you wondering, should you stay or turn around? Well, just remember that your dreams, they are a promise, that you were made to change the world. So don't let fear stop you now, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again. Oh, I know the brightest star above was created by the one who loved more than we'll ever know, to guide you when you're lost. What started as a still small voice is raging now, and your only choice is to follow who you are. So follow who you are, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again. Oh, this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home. It is I love you to take with you until you're home. It is I love you to take with you until you're again. I can see it in your eyes that you are restless. The time has come for you to leave. It's so hard to let you go, but in this life I know you have to be who you were made to be. As you step out on the road, I'll say a prayer, so that in my heart you always will be there. This is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again. The stirring in your soul has left you wondering, should you stay or turn around? Well, just remember that your dreams, they are a promise, that you were made to change the world. So don't let fear stop you now, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home.
Friday, June 11th, 2021, at St. Bernard's. She was born November 9th, 1943, to the late Gordon Gentle and Pearl Singleton. She has lived in the Jonesboro area for most of her life and was a member of the Needham Baptist Church. She enjoyed sewing and going to wrestling, but her greatest joy was spending time with her grandkids and her great-grandkids. In addition to her parents, Shirley is preceded in death by her husband, Charles Monroe Bunch, 4 sisters, 1 brother, 1 daughter, and a grandson. She is survived by her daughters Teresa Kane of Walnut Ridge, Peggy Barker of Williford, and Tanya Couch of Lake City, sisters Linda Heathis of Kentucky, and Roberta Gentle of North Carolina, as well as several grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She had more grandchildren and great-grandchildren than of grandkids, great-grandkids, kids. Everybody called her Granny. Visitation was held today, June 15th, 2021, at the Emerson Funeral Home, with burial at a private burial. Shirley Bunch, Granny, we love you. Tonight's Power Hour is in honor of Granny. Cornbread, how's it going tonight?
Man, I'm blessed by the best, just like you are, and I'm always very honored to be doing the Power Hour and to get to know a ton of people, tons of great people, and one of them being Granny. I first met Granny, as you know, in Tuckerman at ASWF, and she was always that one individual. A couple times to me, she's always been such a bright, and such a positive person, and she always lifted me up with encouragement. Um, she's she's a joy, and it was an honor for me to have known her literally for right at 4 years, and um, honestly speaking, I know this is probably like a very very tough situation right now, but I think honestly speaking, I'm just overwhelmed with joy because I finally get to call Granny. I mean, she's always been family to me, but I could legitimately state right here, in front of you, in front of everyone, in front of the whole entire world, that Granny, you've been nothing but encouragement to me, and you've been family to me, and to the family of Granny, be encouraged. And my heart goes out to each and every one of you.
Thank you, Cornbread. Now, one of our biggest supporters, I'm going to try and get him on here in just a moment, is lately has been controversial and stuff that's been going on. But he had asked for time.
Yeah.
His favorite, Carter Matthews. Carter, welcome to the show. I'm doing pretty good. I had a video from you earlier that you had sent in about Granny and what she had meant to you, but I feel it's more important to actually hear it come out of your mouth of what Granny meant to you and your wrestling career.
For sure. Just want to make it clear that line character or anything. For those that don't know, yes, my wrestling name is Carter Matthews, but this is Nick Scott speaking from the heart about Granny and everything that she meant to me. So just hear me out on this one. Cornbread, hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, I'm blessed by the blessed, just like you.
Exactly, it's very true. I was very touching what you just said. It's no secret how much Granny meant to me in my career. I first met the Bunch and for the Couch family when I debuted for ASWF in Tuckerman, late 2017. Also with my in-ring debut as in-ring, but I debut as a ring announcer for promotion MACW, Mid-American Championship Wrestling, like 2017. And they were always fans of me. They always loved hearing me announce. They'd always tell me, especially Granny, you're a really good announcer. Where'd you come from? And just my whole story. And then when I transitioned into a performer in the ring and started to let my character out, there was nobody louder than Tanya and Granny. Granny sometimes more than Tanya. Smallest lady, but I swear the biggest bite, the biggest bark. She would tell you about yourself, and she would tell you how much she didn't like you. And then personally, she'd get backstage and give you a big old hug after the show and just say, you did such a good job. I still hate you. I'm like, that's great. It was cool. No, you're a piece of crap. And then give me another hug. And it was just, it's the funniest thing because her and Tanya are such big believers in us. And my heart goes out to the whole Bunch family right now. Tanya, we love you. We are all here for you. And whatever you need, you can call and contact any of us. Granny, we miss you. Your presence was definitely felt this past Saturday at the show. And it is definitely noticeable that you were not there. But you're always in our hearts. And, the family knows that last Saturday was for them. The family knows that I made it extremely clear to them. It's not about the RWE championship. I care less about that right now. I really could. As much as from a storyline, I do want that. And realness, I do want that. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm worried about putting on the absolute best show for Granny, because that's exactly what she would have wanted. I sat in the office with Tanya this past weekend. I looked her dead in the face, and I said, Tanya, what the bleep are you doing here? I'm not going to use that colorful language of it. I just looked at her and said, what are you doing?
Well, I had asked her the same question, and the only answer that she gave me, she probably gave you, is Granny wanted me here.
Granny would have told me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Granny. You said it earlier. You said it best, Mike. Granny didn't just have grandkids. She's had so many grandkids in us. And I'm wearing this particular T-shirt right now, even though it's all faded and whatnot, is because she was one of the only few people that actually purchased this shirt. Like, I hate to say it, she paid my price, and I could not believe that. It supported me that much to do that, and I would have never asked her that, but she did it. And I remember November 7th, 2020, her and Tanya, there was a few other people there, my fiance and her family, of course. What stuck out was Tanya and Shirley just wearing my shirt and cheering me on when I was at my most despicable. Sure, yeah, we've kind of reverted back to that, but none of that matters right now. What matters is us doing the right thing, and y'all are doing. I love what we're doing right now. Y'all are giving this whole show to her about Granny. I know Tanya's watching this. I'm sure with a tear in her eye, she's thanking every single one of us what they've been saying to us right now. But Granny, this is for you. This whole week is for you. This whole show that we're going to be upcoming is for you. We know you're watching the matches up in the heavens right now. We know you're looking on us. And love you, miss you. Your presence will never, ever be due. But really, guys, I'm not going to take up too much of y'all's time this evening. I just wanted to come on and say a few words about Granny, how much she meant to me. She was awesome. So I'm going to leave you guys have the rest of your show to yourselves. Do what you need to do.
Well, Nick, before you leave, and I know you agree with me on this one, as of right now, RWE does not have a champion. But as of this past Saturday, not only did she have that chair, she's always going to have that chair front row no matter what. But in our hearts and in true RWE fashion, I believe she is the RWE heavyweight champion.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, Nick, thank you for coming on. I'll see you this Saturday.
I'll take care. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
The same, my friend.
Well, Cornbread, we have another person that wants to get on and talk about Granny, and we all know who he is. You can see him on your screen fixing to come on. A lot of people don't like him, but he wants to come on his own words and tell us what Granny meant to him. And that's the established one, Double J. Thank you for joining us, Double J.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll be a pleasure to be on here tonight. I really appreciate the invite coming on here. Been with the family here in Lake City live right now. It's been an emotional day, but also been a happy day because we're celebrating the life of Miss Shirley Bunch, aka Granny. It's been a really tough time, and Granny, where do you start? She really hated to see me come out and the way I conducted business and shaking my hips at her. She really hated that and said she's going to bust me in the head and she's going to slap me in the face.
She came close quite a few times on you, though, Double J.
You're exactly right. We've seen a lot of people come and go, and we're all going to fall in that line, If you see right over my shoulders, there's always the sun shining down on you. Don't ever forget that.
And double J, mind if I insert myself here? You mentioned something about that sun shining right behind you. And I think, honestly speaking, and I think I speak for all of us, including Mike and including you, she was the biggest and brightest light inside of anybody could go through any darkness. You walk past her or you even run into her, she's literally the brightest light you'll ever see.
You're exactly right. She'll also let you know what she thinks as well. Yep. She don't hide anything.
Exactly.
Now, Double J, you can attest to this, but throughout the whole week of Wrestle Week, we saw her at her best. She was there before anybody. She was one of the last few people to leave, would always greet everybody with a hug, no matter if you were a baby, you were a heel, a commentator, or just a fan. She would always be the first person to give you that hug and made you feel good about yourself.
Michael, you can pertain to this as well. And I know we don't show or talk about behind the scenes, but when RWE was before even being born, her and her family came day in and day out and worked hard building that arena. Not just this family, but all the people that came in to help Charlene and Joey. And Granny was there. Granny was there since day one. And like you said, that was the last person you would see going home. You got to get a hug. You should make sure you got that hug.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And Susan Gray said she loved those kids, and she did. When Joey and Charlene came up with Gigi's, Grant.
I think something's going on in the background here. I'm being live. Being live here, I guess. They're wanting Joey to come on as well and get on live as well and talk with y'all. And like I said, I'm not in character. My name is Gerald Jones. I'm here to support and talk about Granny. No storylines, like he said.
Well, they love you. They love to hate you no matter where you go.
The life of Granny. I mean, man, I can sit here all night and talk y'all's ears off, and we don't even have to have a power hour. We can have a 5-hour power hour. I mean, you guys, we can talk about wrestling, but this woman has got a lot of history with RWE, and like you said, you mentioned on other promotions as well. She's been to. That woman loved professional wrestling.
Yes, she did.
I've never seen somebody so passionate, and not even. And then we use it in our terms, if you don't mind me saying this, guys, as workers of the business. Never
she
seen
was the ultimate worker. Never
seen somebody sick, still come, happy faced and all, still there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying a lot about somebody. And she's still listening, and she's still watching from here on out.
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
always, like Michael said, and you said, Cornbread will always be there at the arena, be in our lives, be everyday walk. We might not see her, but she's there.
Yep.
Well, Jay, I know I'm gonna let you get back to what's going on down there. If you are able to get a hold of Joey or anything like that, message me. I'll get you guys back on. We would love to hear Joey's words about Granny.
Let me see what I can do for y'all.
All right, Jay. Thank you.
Tell you both y'all have a good week. Be safe. We're going to tear the house down this weekend, wherever it's planned to happen. Everybody watching needs to be at RWE this weekend in Grubbs, Arkansas. Yep. All tickets, if I'm not right, Michael, $5.
Yes, sir. You are.
Let me go over here for a minute. If I can't get him on live, I'll just hand my phone off. Let's see here.
I mean, I'm hearing Joey. I'm hearing the Joey chants like they always are.
They might get a little feedback from all these phones around here listening to it, but I'll just hand it off right here. We're just gonna We're gonna bend the fourth wall here, guys. We're gonna bend the fourth wall right here. July.
I mean, Cornbread, Jay said it right there. That is what it's all about right there.
It's a family reunion.
Yes, sir.
Johnny.
Joey, if you can hear me.
Hey, right here.
Hi.
Live.
Thank y'all very much.
Sonia, we love you.
All right, here's Joey.
You.
They want to talk to you. Hey, Michael, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, how about y'all want to talk to Shane Bridges, aka Daddy Shane from the Options Track?
Daddy Shane!
Hey,
Daddy
what's up,
Shane,
Mike?
how's it going?
It's going.
In your words,
it's hard, but it's good.
I understand. In your words, let us know what Granny meant to you and to your family and your career.
Man, like Carter said, Granny was a lot for the party. You know, good days, bad days. She's always had a smile on her face. And regardless of the situation, she was always there at front row. She was always there cheering you on, booing you, whatever she's got to do. And Granny meant a lot to me. And like some of the jokes and stuff that I make and stuff like that, it's I didn't think about that until now. Just me being the only one that could play around like that and get away with it and not have to worry about getting a cane against my head or anything like that. It meant a lot to me, man. Like pretty much everybody said, from this day forward, anytime that Granny's gonna have a front row seat up there, and she's gonna be looking down at us. She's always, regardless, she's gonna be booing the bad guys. She's gonna be cheering the good guys. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better Granny.
No, we couldn't. And I know some of those jokes that you guys are talking about is she always kept asking you, when are you going home with me?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that you can, Granny was a fighter, man. Like, I always, make some jokes and stuff like that, and stuff like, asking when she's gonna come home with me and everything. And I finally got her to start calling me Daddy Shane. And
yes, I know for the longest time she would never do that.
no, never, man. It was regardless. It was always Insane Shane. That's how it was. And then whenever she came up to me the first time and said Daddy Shane, and then gave me a hug right in front of her kids and everything, and then her kids wanted to fight me because of that. And it's part of it and everything, man. But we all know that Granny was always there. She was always the number one that's always there. Like, she hated you, she'd tell you. If she loved you, she'd tell you. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Just I want to, tell Tanya, the rest of the family, thank you for having us be a part of their lives and give us the opportunity to be a part of Granny's life.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. But we'll let Jay know that we'll come back to him here in a little bit because I know there's some more people that's going to want to get on and stuff like that. But I've got a couple videos of people talking about Granny. I'm going to go ahead and get them on. Then we'll definitely come back to you guys live and stuff like that. But Shane, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
You guys be safe out there.
Thank you.
Well, Cornbread, I mean, you heard what's going on. Jay's got a bunch of stuff going on out there. I'm glad we have him on location.
Yeah.
But one of the things that hit me the hardest was one of our camera guys, Tony Buck.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to call him Gremlin because he kind of looks like one when he has his hat off.
Uh-huh.
But he had sent me a video, and I didn't know this, but he has known Granny since he was like 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and play that video.
Yo, let's take a look at it.
What can I say about Granny? You couldn't go into a room that she was in without seeing that big smile on her face. She was always so full of life, laughing and joking, and just being herself. And you couldn't help but be happy around her. And that's why she was loved so much. That's why she had so much family. I didn't know her as much as some people did, but apparently my mom used to work with her at Couches back when I was like 5 or 6. And I do remember when I would go to work with Mom, Miss Shirley was always the one that would sneak over a little chocolate pie and give it to me. And for some reason, that's the thing that always stuck in my head. I'm gonna miss her a lot. You were very loved, and you will be missed.
I mean, that's, especially with somebody like that, you've got to, I know it's, it's got to be hard.
Yeah. But that's one thing that's always has been preserved when it comes to the pro wrestling industry. And make no bones about it. Pro wrestling is literally the longest running sport in history.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, and still currently running. And when you make a positive impact the way that Granny has, not just in one place, not just in one area, but in multiple places. When you make a positive impact, and this, I was telling this a month ago, to a couple of my buddies. When you make a positive impact like that, and that literally, pardon the term, resonates to any and everybody outside the quote unquote family, don't think it never goes unnoticed. Because, someone had told me a long time ago, the biggest Bible you can ever read, you can ever tell, or people will ever see is your life. And every single chapter of every single day that she has been here and has been around us, it has been nothing more than a chapter and a verse of positivity every single day. You know, earn every day, encourage every soul. That's my motto. And she has done that. Period.
I mean, you're absolutely correct on that. But and it was said earlier by Carter Matthews, this coming up Saturday will be a show in nothing but memory of Granny. And it's named perfectly for what it is. Wrestling for Granny.
Yep.
Simple, plain, to the point, and Granny would have loved that. One of the biggest matches that we know so far of that night will be the Shirley Bunch Memorial Battle Royal. Where every single superstar will be involved for a chance at the vacated RWE heavyweight title that was vacated by JPJ 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
Carter Matthews was involved in a match this past Saturday night with the big man Kate Toomer, but that match was thrown out. The winner of the Battle Royal was supposed to face the winner of those.
The winner of that match.
But the only thing we know now is whoever wins this Battle Royal will be one of the number one contenders for that title. But who is he going to go against? Or she? We don't know. But if possible, I think we may actually have one of those competitors that's going to be in that match. He has sent me a video. I want to go ahead and play that real quick.
Let's take a look at it.
This is about Granny right now. Granny was the sweetest lady. And Shirley Burnt, she was the sweetest lady I had known. Every time I went to ASWF or RWE or SECW, wherever it was at, Granny was always there. And she always made sure to give me that nicest hug she could possibly give me. Granny, I'm going to miss that hug. I'm going to miss that hug truly. You had the sweetest, most nicest hug I could ever get. And I'm going to miss that, Granny. Coming out is not going to be the same. It's not. If I come out, it's not going to be the same because I can't sit there and I can't say, hey, Granny, to you. And I can't get that hug. And I wish I could. One last time. Miss Tanya, I'm so sorry. My condolences. I hope everything goes well. I'll see y'all this weekend. Stay strong. Stay strong.
That was sent in to me earlier today, and he said it perfectly. Back at ASWF, they followed his career, whether he was with Double J, AD Sky, or ever he was on his own. They followed him no matter what. Just like Carter Matthews, they was one of his biggest supporters. And he felt right that he needed to come home to RWE to help pay homage to Granny for that night.
Yeah, I don't think he would have it any other way. And you know, I know what is that moniker? Greatest gym known to man.
Yeah,
I think even he will literally say Granny was the greatest gym known to mankind.
Yeah, I think he would. But let's go ahead and get back to Double J and see if he was able to find anybody else. Nah, it's going on. I don't know if you saw what Max Stone had said.
Yeah, I did.
And
that's awesome.
But have you found anybody else that would love to share their life and experiences with Granny that they would like to talk about?
Well, let me, before I get up there and go ask some folks if they like to, I wanted to go ahead and send out a challenge to all the RW talent that can hear us, is maybe watching. They need to get on the Power Hour and share their memories about Granny. I mean, Michael, I know you and Cornbread worked really hard in sending out invitations to people to come on, but let's send out a challenge here to see if any talent would like to reach out to you personally. Go to your inbox on Facebook and reach out to you. Say, hey, I want to get on the show tonight and be a part of this. But being live, let me go see if I can walk through up here and find anybody that like to say something.
Well, while you're doing that, Joey had actually commented and said independent wrestling in this area will never be the same, and that is true. It never will be. We'll never be able to walk out that curtain to see Granny's face. That's usually the first face we see, and we will not be able to see it anymore.
I got somebody right here. Our senior referee right here is going to speak on behalf of himself right now. Here you go, guys.
Hey, Zach. Thank you for joining the show tonight.
How are you guys?
Thanks for coming on.
I've been better.
That's it. We all have.
This past weekend and this week is going to be one of the hardest weeks, and I know it is for everybody there, especially for you. But give us your thoughts on what Granny meant to you and in your career and what you've experienced today so far.
How can I put that into words, what Granny meant? I mean, it's hard. No matter what time it was, there was times that, the establishment had me distracted and Granny would be right there yelling at me to turn around. And, I'm going to miss that. She is like one of the biggest fans that I've ever had. And she also, last weekend, said I was the best rep that RWE has. And that right there choked me up last weekend. You see, it still affects me right now. And, we've been here with Granny's family all day. This is our extended family. Just like we wish all the RWE guys could be here with us. We know you and Cornbread both wish you could be here, Michael.
Well, trust me, I would be there in a heartbeat, but there's some things in life that you can't go through. But me being able to do this is my way of saying thank you.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's why we do what we do, because come this Saturday night, the show's for Granny, and no doubt it's going to be a heck of a show for her. And I know she's going to be proud of us. We all love her, and we're all going to miss her.
Mm-hmm. Well, Zach, I appreciate everything you're doing for us inside the ring and outside the ring. But just stay strong, and only thing I've got to say is be ready for Saturday.
Oh, I'll be ready.
Because you know what Granny would say. It's going to be one hell of a show.
Oh, yep. I got some more, folks. You got some more time?
Oh, I've got plenty of time, Jay.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure. All right. I'm making my way over here to this big old crowd live here in Lake City. All right. Then this next person is a person that you meet at the front door. He takes your tickets right here at our Revolution Wrestling Entertainment. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over right now to y'all guys.
Well, for the ones that really don't know, this is Miss Lisa right here, and Jay's right. She's the first person you see when you come into the arena on Saturday nights, and she's gonna be the last person you see when you walk out that door. Lisa, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
In your words, tell us what Granny meant to you.
She was definitely one of a kind lady. Always made me feel like family from the first time I met her. She didn't know a stranger. Her love was unconditional. Just a big-hearted lady.
Now, I know usually you've been helping out Charlene and Joey Britt on Friday nights with Gigi's and stuff like that. And you could always tell that Granny was there. And in your words, I know you saw her hanging out with the kids and stuff like that. She acted like a kid when she was around them.
Yeah, she's very playful. But she loved all those little kids so much, and they all loved her.
Lisa, I appreciate you joining us and telling us in your own words what Granny meant to you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Michael, you ready for some more?
I'm
Well,
ready.
man,
I'm
Oh
ready.
yeah, let's
Okay.
roll it.
we're going to keep going through here, and with it coming through here, we got one half of the owners inside of the residence of Mrs. Bunch, looking at Charlene Britt. Let me go find her real quick. I'm sure she'd be delighted to get on here and talk to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Charlene, I got some people want to talk to you on live on Revolution Wrestling Entertainment. Joey wanted me to come in and make sure you want to say something to anybody at all. Say hello. Everybody look. What's happening?
Hey guys, and if you guys can hear me in your guys' words, tell me and tell the RWE Nation what Granny meant to you guys and how she had impacted your guys' lives.
She was just an angel walking on earth. She was probably just, I mean, she was love in its purest form, you know. She never met a stranger who, it shouldn't matter if you were old, young, black, white, from not here, in the family, not in the family. For a second she saw you, it was just, you were family. You were being loved, you were adopted. Anything you needed, she'd give it to you. She was nurturing.
Yep. She was
Yeah.
Yeah. You heard that first there, Michael, that Charlene, she was RWE.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. I mean, if it wasn't for her or the Bunches and Couches, there would have been no RWE. They were the biggest supporters of us, especially getting up off the ground when Joey took over from Hoxie.
Hey, how are you, Sister Awesome?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Glad to see you.
Y'all too.
Hey, yeah. What does Granny mean to you?
What is what?
I said, what does Granny mean to you? Because I know you've known her for a long time as well.
Well, Granny is Mama to me. She's everything. Everybody loves Mama.
Well, I know she was loved by many, especially her family and us being the extended family. I do want to apologize that I myself could not be there for Granny, but I know she's loved. She will always be loved, and she will always be RWE with us.
Thank you.
Also, we also got security here as well. We might want to say something to you as well, Cornbread.
Go for it.
For everybody that doesn't know, this is Jamie Thomas with her husband there. She is part of our security as well as she doesn't want to talk, does she?
Yeah, everybody's getting a little shy on the power hour.
Right.
And just a little ecstatic and a little happy about everything that's going on through the wrestling and celebrating the life of Granny.
Well, Jay, we're going to go ahead and take a quick about minute and a half break, and we'll get back with you. So here's some words from Granny's Grub Shack, and I know Cornbread loves Granny's Grub Shack, so do you, Jay.
Cornbread.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that there is so much more to RWE Wrestling than to watching it on YouTube and Facebook. You need to come out and see it live. Folks, there's nothing like coming out here and getting the full experience. There's so much we cannot show you because we don't have the time. There's a lot that goes on out here every week. Remember, when you come out Saturday night, every Saturday night, we have an event scheduled. 7 p.m. is the bell time at the community center in Grubbs, Arkansas. And while you're out here, you can partake in the full experience. We've got Granny's Grub Shack right behind me. I'm telling you, you've never had food like this. Folks, I am a big fan. They have a cheeseburger, french fry, and lemonade or an iced tea combo. Once you pay for your meal, you get free refills on your drink for the rest of the night, and it's just $5. And I'm telling you, you can't get food like this good anywhere else. Also, we've got memorabilia and collector's items that you can get out here, not just for wrestling, but horror, comic books, you name it, it's out here. We've got pop vinyl figures. All you got to do is just come out here and look. We've got several vendors set up. They'll take care of you. It's more than just coming out here and watching wrestling. Not that the wrestling isn't enough in its own. We've got to have
all of it. You gotta have all of it. So come on out Saturday night, bell time at 7 o'clock, and we'll be back with more in just a little while.
Well, Cornbread, I know you love Granny's Grove. Jay.
Yeah.
I'm back. I got maybe come here, Landon. I got one of the littles here to talk for him. Let me get him up here. His name's Landon.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Landon, we're going to do a tribute show this Saturday at the RWE Arena, but right now we're on Power Hour live at location here in Lake City, and I wanted you to talk for the littles. This is Landon, guys.
Hey, Landon. In your words, can you tell me what Granny meant to the Littles program that you guys have been doing every Friday night and every Saturday before the show?
She was really like a granny to us, yeah. But most certainly, she loved us all, and we will miss her. But in the end, we all know she's in a better place. So,
I mean,
like God knows when we're ready to go, and He'll let us go. But when we don't know it, our hearts aren't ready. So,
I mean, you're absolutely correct, Landon, and thank you very much for joining us. But Jay, I need you to do me one huge favor, if you can, sir.
Yes, anything for the studios. Go ahead.
I want everybody there just to chant Granny one last time.
If they're listening, Michael wants everybody here to chant Granny one last time for the Power Hour. I'm going to turn it around. Here we go, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I mean, I got goosebumps just hearing that.
My heart just smiled.
I'm the same with you guys. All goosebumps here, chills.
It is. Well, Jay, I'll go ahead and let you guys get back to the celebration. Thank you for joining us tonight, and especially getting those reports for us. We will see you this Saturday night.
Yeah, see you Saturday night. Thank you for letting me be a part of the show. And glad I get to a live remote location here. I'm out.
Thank you, sir.
City celebration, Mrs. Granny, Mrs. Bunch. Y'all, love y'all. See y'all Saturday night.
We'll see you Saturday night. Well, Cornbread, I mean, it can't get any better than that right there. I mean, that right there literally just made us feel like we were with them.
And I it's surreal. It's a surreal type of environment to be in because, you know, it's not just of an event like this that kind of helps morph people together just out of love. It's love, period, and love itself. And when love shows love and when love takes over, I think this show here, the show we had last week, all the way through to WrestleFest, or better yet, everything that's happened with RWE within that 1 year that our company has been in existence. I think that's a perfect example of love and unity because I've said it on Resonate the Sound late last year, and that is you can't spell unity without you and I.
Exactly. But I've got 2 more videos I want to play real quick of wrestlers that we could not get on, but they wanted to send their words out. First one's Heinzman.
One thing Granny knew how to do is put a smile on her face. Whether it's posting on social media of her driving a little police toy car around in her yard or just joking with you at the building. And I will never, ever forget her. Granny, I love you. I will miss you. And until we meet again,
very well said.
Exactly. And the last one I've got is the RWE Hardcore Champion, Justin Vincent.
Roll it.
Hey, Granny. We love you. We miss you. And we know that you're in a better place. We'll definitely see you again. Thank you for always loving us, no matter if we were good, bad, or you absolutely despised us. Words can't describe how much you mean to us, and we'll definitely see you again.
And you said it perfect right there.
Yep.
Nobody knows exactly how much Granny meant to us unless you were there in that arena at Tuckerman, at Hoxie, Jonesboro, everywhere she went, she lit up a room no matter what.
Even the Needham Church that she attended. You know that she has made an impact there, and it's like you said, just everywhere that she's gone, every person's life that she's touched. That's how you know, no pun intended, how you really become the greatest, not just the greatest gem, but the greatest diamond to ever shine.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. And yes, diamonds, stones, jewelry has a price.
Yep.
Granny
But
was nothing
she's
but
priceless.
priceless. Exactly. Well, Cornbread, thank you for joining me on this edition of a very special Power Hour. But before we leave, it's been set all night, and you'll see the picture right here. This Saturday, June 19th, will be a Wrestle for Granny show. All proceeds from that show will be going straight to Shirley's family to help with some of the expenses that they've had to endure with this unexpectedly.
Yeah.
All tickets, it doesn't matter if it's floor seat or bleacher seat, every single ticket will be nothing but $5 only. We invite everybody to come out, show your support, show everything. I mean, you're absolutely correct, Jeff, right? She meant a lot to everybody.
And let me say something quick, Mike, before we go off the air, and just to tell people how important of a show this is. And let me speak directly to any and everyone that's underneath the sound of my voice. Not just because this is a wrestling show, not just because this is a sports event that we love coming to. Let us encourage you to please join us live. Join us live right there on Barnwell Street, right there at the arena, at the RWE arena, that has seen some of the greats ever to compete in this game. And there's still more to come. Please, let me encourage you. Make the drive. Come join us live and experience not just an incredible night of wrestling, not just an incredible night of sports, but also we honor a national treasure on that night. Let us encourage you. Like Mike said, it's only $5. No matter where you see, whether it's full seats, whether it's bleacher seats. It will be an incredible night of wrestling you will not forget. But the only way you can experience it is join us live.
Well, John Thomas just put Granny meant the world to us all, and she did. But this is what's getting me. What Joey Britt just posted in the comments. Whoops, wrong one. The Boogie Woogie Boy himself, Gary Valiant. Brandon Espinoza. Max Stone. D-Mike. Asa Morta. They will all be there.
Wow.
And so much more.
I think this is going to be SRO, Mike. Standing room only. Come Saturday.
We pray for that, and I know Granny would love that.
Yep.
But for me personally, Tony Couch and family, well, hang on a second. Draven Morrow, Excalibur, as well as all of the RWE superstars will be there as well. With more, I'm sure there's going to be more names coming in as we get close to the show that's going to be wanting involved in this. But Tanya Couch, Amanda Duran, that whole family, Jerry Couch, we love you. We're here for you. Whatever you need, we've got your back. For Cornbread Chris Heineken, I'm DJ Mike T. We'll see you guys this Saturday night. As Cornbread always said, I'm going to steal your line. Peace, love, be revolutionary.